Is it the competition, addiction, or just complete love of the game? Sports provide an outlet for people to focus on something else other than their hectic lives. I played sports for most of my life and can honestly say it has been a big part of me growing up. I played football from second grade all the way to my junior year. I was in wrestling in middle school and 1 year in high school. I played hockey for 3 years, and I played baseball for most of my life. You could say that I love sports with a passion. Being in a sport not only keeps you physically fit, but keeps your mind sharp in making quick decisions in the classroom. The team aspect of sports is also a great way to learn to work with others and accomplish feats and goals with other people. The best lesson that sports can teach is discipline, according to families.com. Discipline is the following of all rules and regulations in a game-time setting. Discipline can also be on a personal level. It is the sacrifices that you make as an individual for your team or family. A great example of discipline is when wrestlers on a wrestling team are in a dual meet, which is between two teams, and every wrestler has to be on weight in order to wrestle in their match. If they don't make the weight, they can't wrestle, which means that their team has to forfeit their match. This is the best part about discipline, is that it holds you accountable for your actions and words. Another great lesson that sports teaches is leadership, because in a game, when one team is losing, it takes a leader to bring the losing team up from the ashes and back into the game. Leadership doesn't have to be by words either, but also by example. A great quote by General George Patton goes, "Lead me, follow me, or get out of my way." This is a great saying because it says all the things that you need to know about leadership. The physicality of sports can really be exciting to watch. Most football games are fun to watch because they are jam-packed with people hitting other people, which in our society is sort of a release from our stressful lives and can also be very therapeutic. When I played football, I always had a blast hitting people, and that was one of the biggest thrills of the game. During hockey games, there's always contact with other players, usually all the time in the game. Sports provides a way for kids to be physically fit during the season, instead of sitting on the couch every day after school and playing video games and eating Cheetos. Competitiveness is everywhere, in our homes, our schools, and on our teams. Without competitiveness, there is no motivation to want to win competitions or games for that matter. It especially helps in the workplace when two colleagues are competing to see who's going to get the big promotion. This is another type of thing in life that sports prepares us for. Just think when your team is losing by 1 touchdown and you have the ball and you have one guy in front of you standing in your way, there's nothing greater than beating the guy and saving your team. That is competitiveness. Sports has a way of bringing people together. One great example of this was the Boston Marathon in 2013. It was a nice day in Beantown when all of a sudden 2 massive explosions stunned and injured many people at the finish line. This was a crushing blow to the city of Boston and people from all over the world know that someone had sabotaged their beloved race. This past spring, the Boston Marathon was especially special because the victims who had survived the bombs were back watching the race at the finish line. This was very emotional for everyone that was witnessing the race. Sports is a great way of bringing people, cities, and even countries together. In the world of high school sports, kids are achieving very extraordinary things in their respective athletic teams as well as in the classroom. Many students who play sports are usually very smart and hold great leadership skills in the classroom that they learned while playing sports according to the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatrics. A couple of days ago, President Obama gave an address on the issue of safety in our sports in this nation and how it has affected the lives of so many, especially ones with head injuries. This is an issue that needs to be handled accordingly and very methodically. I understand that there are concussions and head injuries in physical sports, and that is just something that we have to, well, we've already adapted to, but we need to just sort of keep people informed on that. As someone who has played sports for their whole life, I strongly encourage you to try something new every day, especially sports, where you can meet new people and forge relationships for the rest of your life.